What is up and welcome back, and today I'm going to be showing you a basketball move that I know a lot of you guys out there do not use or don't have in your bag. And this move right here is very efficient because it does shift your defender one way and then you do a turnaround the opposite way. And this move is going to require a lot of footwork, really precise footwork, and you'll see in the video. And we're going to get into all the details why this is not just your regular spin move, because I know a lot of you guys have a regular spin move. This one right here is kind of like a setup move that you use for your defender. And we're going to talk about how players use this move, and some players in the NBA that use it is going to be Jason Tatum, also Kobe Bryant back in the day, and even Zion Williams. So let's get into the details of this move. So first things first, I'm going to show you what this move looks like, and you can see in the examples that you can connect this move to some fadeaways or some jumpers and even some drives. You can get in the lane with this move and do some floaters or some layups. So here are the mechanics of this move. You're going to be shifting your defender to one side, and once he moves over to that side, then you're going to be spinning the opposite way. And what makes this move so interesting is that you're going to actually be crossing over with your outside foot, the foot that's away from the ball, and that's going to be moving inward inside your frame. And it's going to make it appear to the defense that you're actually going to be driving, but in actuality, then your back foot is going to be spinning the opposite way. And that what makes this move so interesting, because that footwork right there is what makes it so deceiving. And what's going to help sell this move is that you make it look like you're really driving. So make sure that you're putting enough energy and force to faking that you're going one way. Now it's very important that you break nice and solid and that you keep your balance. If you do find yourself kind of losing balance when you're doing this move, it's probably going to mean that you're standing up a little bit too tall. So make sure you're lowering your center of gravity, because it is going to help you stay in control. So make sure that you just keep lowering it till you feel nice and planted. So you're able to do that turn in the opposite direction nice and smoothly. Now, one thing I want to make very clear with this move is that you release the ball before moving your pivot foot, because I don't want you to get called for traveling. And what's going to help out is if maybe you practice from the stationary position from the triple threat, and just make sure that the ball is being released before moving that pivot like we mentioned. But if this is giving you a hard time, you can practice from the in motion position where you have already started dribbling the ball. Then you don't have to worry about that pivot. So that's a suggestion. Or you can do a hard bounce, and this can help you out with your timing, because sometimes bouncing the ball a little bit faster helps you with not shuffling your feet too early. Now I want to focus on the back foot. So we talked about it. You're going to have one foot kind of crossing over in front of your frame. So that's going to leave open your back foot. Now this back foot is going to be very important, because depending on where you place it, it's either going to dictate that you're going to be doing a jumper or doing a fadeaway, or even if you're going to be leaning into the lane or driving. And I'm going to give you a couple examples in the next couple clips, and I'll explain. For example, Jason Tatum, he loves doing this move. He does that real good push crossover, right? So he gets that ball on the opposite side. Then that back foot kind of moves a little bit towards the back, or kind of gets a little bit parallel with them. So then he has a nice angle for a straight up jumper or even a fadeaway. So that's kind of like the mindset that he has. And Zion, he does it a little bit different. He actually moves that back foot and moves it a little bit into the lane, because he's such a wide player. So when he spins, he even has his body shielding the ball, helping him out. So you can do the same thing. Move that back foot and move it around the player, or move it towards the lane. So when you actually turn, you're going to have a nice drive. And you can see that in the video. Now, I want to add to the mindset. If you're going to be doing this move, you got to have that dog in you. You got to have that mindset that you're going to score, because Jason Tatum and Kobe Bryant, when they do this move, right, man, they're just thinking of they're going to be scoring a bucket. Same thing with Zion. When he did this move, is he's going into the lane and move out the way. So make sure you have that mindset. Now, don't be shy or timid with this move, because you really want to put everything you have into it in order to sell the move, and just know that you're going to be attracting the defense. So you want contenders, you want them to try to stop you, then at least you can pass it. But definitely have that mindset that you're going to be trying to score. Now, I want everybody to be paying close attention to this next part, because it's going to be super important. So remember, when you do a spin move, you are going to have a blind spot for a little bit, because you're going to have your back towards the defense at some point. Okay? So with this move, we're going to help you try to eliminate that or minimize it. So what you can do is always have your eyesight on the defense. And once your foot crosses in front of your frame, when you start turning your head, right, your peripheral vision or your side vision is going to be looking at the defense. Okay, especially when you're starting that spin move. So you're only going to have a small gap, because once you start turning your back to the defense, then you're going to turn your head. Okay, so you're going to come back to having now your peripheral vision on your other side. And that was going to tell you where the defense is at. If they're actually recovered pretty well and they're actually going to be there to block you, you're going to see them right there in the corner of your eye. So make sure that you're using that. Make sure that you're looking at the defense. You start turning, you're using your peripheral, and then you turn your head as you're turning your body. So you're minimizing that blind spot. So this is going to help out a whole lot. So there we go. So that's going to do it for this turnaround move. Hopefully you got a lot out of this video, and make sure you add this to your bag, because like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, this move is a bucket getter. So like always, I appreciate everybody stopping by. Make sure you subscribe, because I'm going to be posting more in-depth videos on moves and everything you need to know to get better. And I appreciate everybody for stopping by, and like always, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.